Hi guys, and welcome to my channel, Kate's Creative Space. I'm Kate, and today we're going to be talking about all the things that I was up to in the month of July. So let's get on into it. Okay, July was a really good month for me diamond painting wise. I actually just kind of flipped through my June month in review video. I pulled it up on YouTube and flipped through it because I was like, what exactly was I up to this month? And I actually made a ton of progress that I didn't fully realize until just today. So we're going to talk about my two finishes and all of my current WIPs. Well, the current WIPs that I worked on this month and my plans for August. So without further ado, let's get started with my July mini dazzle. I usually find time to work on my birthstone mini dazzles sometime throughout the month. I'll go to my husband's office and edit some videos and I'll bring it along with me, or I'll go somewhere for just a day where I know I'm not going to get a ton of diamond painting done and take it with me. This month I didn't, and I actually woke up this morning and thought, I have got to get that July mini dazzle done. So this is what I worked on this morning. I like to diamond paint for a little bit by myself in the mornings before my kids get up, and I usually listen to like my Bible app or something. And today I knocked this July mini dazzle out, the ruby. I'm working on this set of mini dazzles from Diamond Art Club, a set of 12 of all of the birthstones of the year as a year-long project. So I'm doing one each month of its birthstone, and then in December it will be considered one full finish of all 12 mini dazzles. It's been a lot of fun working on this. I did a similar project last year with the months of the year mini dazzles from Diamond Art Club and kept it going this month or this year, and I've really enjoyed it. Next month is my birthday month, so the peridot will be especially fun to work on because it is my birthday birthstone. So this has been a fun year-long project. I got the ruby done just in time, and counting it as a good way to start the month or end the month if you think about it. Full disclosure, this video is being filmed on July 31st. I really try to film my videos on the first of every month so that they're completely 100% accurate of what I got done, but I don't film on the weekends. In fact, I don't do any YouTube stuff on the weekends. And so my choices were to film one day early or to film 2 to 3 days late. And I chose one day early because I know in my head what I might work on tonight, and I can point out exactly what will have diamonds on it before the end of the month, whereas I don't know what I'm going to do this weekend. So I decided to film it one day early, and then I'm going to make it my August 1st video, so I think that'll work out really well. I try to keep them as accurate as totally possible. Just this month, with it being on a weekend, the first of the month being on a weekend, it didn't fully work out, but I hope you guys are okay with that. It's really not that deep, but I wanted to just point that out. Everything should be accurate with the exception of adding a few drills onto one canvas, and I will show you exactly what I'm planning on working on tonight. But without further ado, let's talk about my finishes for the month. Last month I did not have any finishes at all, so it felt really good to finish 2 kits this month. This is the first kit that I worked on and finished. I woke up in the first week of July, and I decided I was very overwhelmed with my WIPs. I had 8 WIPs, 9 WIPs at one point going, and I just was like, this is too many. I'm never going to get this done. I got a little overwhelmed, and I decided, no, I need to lock in. I need to get these WIPs finished. This kit is called Wildflower Butterflies by Gina Jane Lee. It has 54 colors. It's 33 by 22 inches or 84 by 56 centimeters. Round drills, and it was my May Refresh Your Stash kit. So I'm doing Lizette from Lizette Crafts and Tells Refresh Your Stash challenge this year. I'm kind of failing it, but we'll get into that towards the end of the video. But this was my May Refresh Your Stash kit. I was trying to do one a month for the first 9 to 10 months of the year, and I started this one in May. My goal was to finish it in June. That did not happen, but I did get it finished in July, which is pretty remarkable considering I think at the end of June, I was like right here. I got like this much done. I did a lot of this kit. I really locked in. Like I was saying, I got super overwhelmed with my WIPs, and I was like, I got to get these WIPs down. So I actually abandoned the WIP wheel, and I just locked in and finished this kit to start out the month, and I think that was a good choice. Once I started working on it, it went so fast. It went so fast. So let's talk stats about this kit. This is my 43rd diamond painting finish of all time. I've been diamond painting a month under 3 years. So at the end of August, I'll be diamond painting for 3 years. It is my 10th finish of this year, 2026, and my 32nd Diamond Art Club finish. I started this kit on May 16th, 2026, finished it July 18th, 2026. So a little over 2 months with a ton of other WIPs in the mix of that. I'd actually be really curious to see how long I could start and finish a kit like this being my only WIP, because I would say a year or two ago, it would take me over like a month to do this kit. And I bet it would be a little faster now. I've been diamond painting more often while my kids are awake, in the morning, in the evenings. I've just kind of been on a really good diamond painting kick. So I wonder how long it would have taken me. I would say probably 3 weeks, maybe, yeah, maybe knocked a week off of my time, not a ton, but I really enjoyed this kit. The bright colors were just super, super fun to work on. It was round, so I felt like it worked up really fast. My daughter Jane is going through a huge butterfly phase right now and loved pointing out the butterflies to me. And I love the colors on this. Now the kit did have a couple of issues, not really issues. This is an older Diamond Art Club kit, hence why I was doing it for Refresh Your Stash. And so it had guide circles and it had colored symbols, which Diamond Art Club does not do either of those things anymore. But it did make the kit a little bit less fun. I am glad Diamond Art Club doesn't do guide circles anymore, because guide circles are just like white circles that guide to tell you where the drill goes. But if you don't place them absolutely perfectly, you will see a little bit of the white behind it. I'm trying to see if I can find a good section that I can show you. And of course now I can't really find one. But like you see glimpses of white beneath those blue and purple and green drills. And it kind of, it drives me a little bit nuts. You probably can't even tell in the camera, but like you can see little glimpses of white here and there. And from far away, maybe it's not noticeable, but it bothers me. I felt like I was fixing the drills a lot. Like right in here you can see them, but you're not zoomed in anymore. But I felt like I was constantly fixing them to cover up the white, and I'm just not a huge fan of the guide circles in general. So if you want to hear like a really in-depth thought process of this kit, I do have a full review of this one on my channel. Full reviews mean I unboxed it, pulled it out, looked at the drills, kitted it up, and then I would do clips throughout the entire 2 months that I worked on it. And then at the end did a small 10-minute post review. So if you want to see like my really in-depth thoughts, definitely check out that video. I'll have it linked down below. But this one was definitely a really fun, bright, cheerful kit to work on. I am glad I am working on Refresh Your Stash kits, because I don't know when I would have pulled this one out if it hadn't been for that challenge to kind of challenge me a little bit. And I really like the end result. It was just pretty. And Diamond Art Club's rounds, they just sparkle. They really have a little extra sparkle to them that the squares just don't always have. So this one is definitely a really fun finish. Okay, let's pull out my second finish for the month. I actually was surprised that I finished this kit this month. This is probably my longest standing WIP that I have had going. Well, not my longest standing, but one of my longest standing WIPs that I actually worked on. So without putting it on hold, I was actually consistently working on this kit. This is Magic Arcades by Miss Holly. And I actually did this diamond painting with my friend Courtney over at Diamonds Are Girls Best Friend. We started this kit at the same time to kind of experiment, checking the round grid field, sorry. And so she got her, I'm just gonna rip this off, it's driving me nuts. She got her kit when this kit first released, and I got it on a restock, so we were kind of just testing to see how we felt about the grid field, because Diamond Art Club, we feel like everyone kind of that I've ever talked to feels like the grid field's been tightened. They have never officially confirmed that, but we all think it's been tightened. So we were just kind of experimenting to see how we felt about it. I definitely will say this grid field was tighter than Wildflower Butterflies. I don't think it's the tightest one I've ever worked on. Then again, I did buy this, in 2025. So I don't know, just food for thought. I will be having a full review coming up of this one very soon. I'm still working on editing through that, and I have a couple other videos that need to come up first, but I did already film the post-review part for it, so it's like already, I just gotta put it together, edit it, and get it up. So you should be seeing it in the next week or two, but let's talk stats about this kit. This is my third Miss Holly kit of the year. I really, really love Miss Holly's artwork. So this kit is called Magic Arcades. It is 22 by 31 inches or 55.8 by 78.7 centimeters. It's another round drill kit, and it had 66 colors. Oh, I didn't even talk about ABs and fairy dust and wildflower butterflies. It had, I think 3 ABs in it, but no fairy dust. Sorry about that. This kit here had 66 colors. 2 of them were ABs, 2 were fairy dust, 2 were iridescent, and it had a special drill. This was chocked full of extra fun special drills. It was just a lot of fun to work on this kit. And I ordered it April 13th of 2025. I started it February 7th of 2026 and finished it July 26th of 2026. So originally Courtney and I had started off by doing 2 sections a week, and we did that for the first 3 or 4 rows. Then Courtney kind of got really, really busy over the summer, and it got a little neglected. I think when we were up in this area, we started, I shouldn't tell you what we did. We started and went this way, did all this. Then we decided to save this for last. So we moved up to the top of the kit and we did this good row here. And then we kind of got into here before we kind of petered out. Courtney was getting super busy with a lot of summer things, and I said, hey, I've got a ton of WIPS and a lot of things on my plate. We'll just shelve it for a little bit, see how it goes. So we put it on the back burner, which was totally fine. And then last week Courtney went to a diamond painting retreat, and she was like, hey, if I take this kit, would you be cool to just whip it out and finish it? And I was like, yes, because I was in a place where I'm ready to get my WIPS down, already feeling overwhelmed. When she suggested that, I was finishing up Wildflower Butterflies, and I was like, I could pull this out and I could finish it. We had like 3 rows left at that point, and they were the fun 3 rows. Her face, these animals, her hair, all of these little critters. And so I was like ready. I was locked in and ready. So I got it finished, I think the day after her. She finished it on the 25th. I finished it on the 26th. And it was a lot of fun. It was fun because every time that I would finish a few sections, I would send her a picture. She would send me a picture of her progress. And it was just kind of a fun way for us to catch up and chat with each other. So I had a lot of fun doing this with a friend. I would definitely consider doing a buddy painting in the future. I think I would want to do it a little bit quicker than 2 sections a day though. It got stretched out a little bit, but that's okay. It was so much fun to work on this one. And like I said, chocked full of the special drills. The quad cubes were right up here, which was super fun. We had like all these cute iridescent drills and her earring, and down here in like the arcade buttons, that was a lot of fun. And in her purse, and then her bow and her hair just had so many ABs. It was a lot of fun. I will say the bottom and the top of the painting had a ton of color blocking, and I'm not the biggest fan of color blocking, especially round drill color blocking. So that part got a little bit stale on me. I think this is the kit that encouraged me to try multi-placing with rounds, because up until like a month or 2 ago, I only completely single placed round drill kits. And I started multi-placing in this color blocking section because I was just like, I'm never going to get through this if I don't multi-place. So somewhere in here, I started practicing my multi-placing. And then when I got back to these sections here, I went back to single placing. But that color blocking was taking me out just the slightest bit. Not anything too drastic, but definitely had its moments. My favorite part of the kit, I would say, the leaves were always so much fun. I love when Miss Holly puts like a plant like that, a hanging plant like that in her kit. And just the creatures. The little snake was a fun guy to do. All of them were just so much fun. We saved the fox for last because that's what Courtney really was hoping to do, and I was totally fine with that. And then her face was like the second to last square. So it worked out. It was so much fun. And like I said, my third Miss Holly kit of the year. It's just the year of Miss Holly. And I had a really good time with this one. So this had a total drill count of 55,795 drills. Rounds. It was the month of rounds. I'm definitely ready to take a little break from round drill kits, but I'm going to put this one away and then I'll show you guys my current WIPS. Okay, next up is another project that, funnily enough, I am working on with Courtney. Not necessarily like a buddy painting, it's just she gave me the idea and I've kind of really adopted it for the year. This is Magical Potions by Nathaniel Mortensen. It is 39 inches by 27.6 inches or 99 by 70 centimeters. And it is 12 really cool potions, and I am taking one potion a month and doing it as a year-long project. I started the mini dazzles in January and this didn't restock until February. Courtney invited me to do this with her like in January and I was like, oh, I don't have the kit, so I was waiting for it to restock. It restocked in February and I've started on it since then. Otherwise, I don't know if I'd have 2 year-long projects, but I love doing a full big kit as a year-long project. It's been so much fun, and working on these potion bottles has been so much fun. In fact, I have not touched this one since the beginning of the month, and I'm gonna leave it out to work on August. I like to do this kit in the first week of the month, and I love it. I love it. The July one turned out so pretty. I just realized I have a missing drill right there. But May, June, and July were my 3 favorite months on this kit for sure. But July's was so pretty. It was so dark. I've discovered, oh my goodness, I just popped a drill out. I've discovered I really like working with darker colored drills. I kind of like the dark blues. I like the grays. I've been really enjoying kind of darker colored kits lately, which is a very new revelation. I didn't roll this one down. My little monsters, aka my children, they stole my roller, and so I've been using a rolling pin, but obviously I don't have that sitting next to me on my couch when I finish a section. I really need to just invest in a new roller because I have been looking for it and I don't know what they did with it. So I have 2 missing drills because I didn't flatten this section down when I was done with it. And that's a little disappointing. Okay, no big deal because I'm going to work on this kit in the next, probably tomorrow on the 1st, and I can put them in. But anyways, July's kit, or July's potion, was super fun. And I mentioned it before, but I'm going to mention it again because it is July 31st. And that means it's Harry Potter's birthday. But this one gave me all of the Harry Potter vibes. And since Harry Potter's birthday was on July 31st, I was excited to do this one where it's under the lake. It reminds me of like the 4th Harry Potter book / movie. But also just was picked, Courtney said, because they do a lot of swimming in July, which so do we, so that worked out really well. And I thought this one was just a fun one. I love this whole kit in general. Let's look at some of the other potions. This one was January, like the new time concept. February was the love potion. March we had the luck potion, and April was the earth potion for Earth Day. May was when we got into spring. This one was probably my all-time favorite. But I don't know, June and July they're all 3 tied, I think. June with the butterflies and just the sunny day, and then July with the underwater. I keep running my hands over it because it is a mix of the older drills and the newer drills. So like the older pointy top ones mixed in with the newer flat top ones, which I have not used a ton of the new flat top drills from Diamond Art Club lately because I'm doing so much refresher stash kit stuff that like I haven't really seen the new drills. So this is the only example all year I have of the older and the newer drills mixed together. And it just gives such a texture difference under your fingertips. But this one will be the one I'm working on in August, which is slightly different from Courtney. Courtney's working on this one in August and this one in September. I switched those to make it a little more unique to myself because me and my daughter have back-to-back birthdays in August. So mine is August 27th and she was born the day before my birthday on August 26th. So we always do kind of like a fun birthday weekend type thing. And I thought this one was fun, like a mommy potion and a baby potion to do in August for her. And then September, I think this one's going to be a good September one. I know they picked August because it's like a hot one, but September's hot too. And then it kind of has like the phoenix wings where to me it's like, you know, phoenixes are very representative of transitions and change, and we're changing seasons into fall. So I think that'll work really well. it doesn't super matter because they're going to be back-to-back months done really quickly together anyways. But, and then November or October, you know, with the skull. November because of how much money we all spend on Black Friday in November. And then December here is a winter potion. So I'm really loving this project, and it's pulled me out of my comfort zone in the best possible way. And it's going to give me a really good big finish at the end of the year. So all my hard work all year long will have paid off. And I am doing a full review of this one, so it's been fun to work on this kit. And yeah, I can't wait to work on the next section. It's going to be really fun. Next whip up is my comparison project. Now, this is Cozy Reading Nook from Pressed in Place by Brittany Keller. This is, well, are they the same size? They're barely different. The hand rendered is 23.43 centimeters by 29.29 centimeters. The hybrid is 23.62 by 29.53. So very, very different. Like very, very similar, I should say. But this project, I've mentioned it the last couple of months. I promise I'm not going to talk about it every month in review because I'm hoping to have it finished this month. But this is, the story behind this is I purchased Cozy Reading Nook from Pressed in Place as a hybrid charted kit. That was the only thing available at the time. And I unboxed it and really was excited for it. And I was thinking I was going to start working on it. And right when I was like getting ready to start working on it, Amber started releasing hand charted kits on her site. And the hand charted kits, she was taking some of the hybrid ones that had already been on there and getting them hand charted and putting them up. And she reached out and asked me if I would be interested, because I had commented on one of her posts like, oh my goodness, I'd love to compare the two. And she said, how about I send you the hand charted version, and if you don't mind, you could like unbox them or show them, or maybe even just do one small section of them and like show people the difference. And I was like, how about I take that a step further? And so when I got them in and opened them up, I was like, I'm going to do the whole thing. And so it's a labor of love doing two exact same kits back to back, but this is where having multiple whips comes in handy. I'm having a lot of fun with it. I'm learning a lot. I'm not going to go super in depth in this month in review. I'll show you how much progress I've made. But this is what I'm hoping to lock in on for August. I'm hoping to have this video out in August where I really talk about the differences between these two kits, and it's gonna be great. So this is the hand charted one. I'll show you this one real fast. I've done 2 rows of this. I have a small section here where I am having a glue issue. This I've addressed, and I'm going to continue to address in my video, but this was mostly user error. I put my elbow on this kit, and while I was diamond painting over here for like a long time, like 40 minutes. And when I pulled my elbow off, I thought, I'm just gonna get the baby wipes out, because if you stick like paper or something on a kit, you can wipe the paper or something off and the stick will come back. So I got a baby wipe out and I started wiping it, but there was really nothing on there. So I started wiping, and then I realized I was like wiping stuff off, and I was like, well, what did I set on here that I'm wiping off? And then it took me far too long to realize I was actually wiping off the glue. So this was a lot of user error, and I am going to really get in depth talking about this in my video. I bought some glue. I'm going to fill it in. It is still sticky. Like you can hear it. It's just not sticky enough that I'm comfortable to put drills on it. And like I said, a lot of user error went into this. I will talk about that more in the video. It's going to be a whole subplot, I think. But I've done the first 2 rows. I love the hand charted version of this kit. I'm so excited to get back into it. I'm going to lock in for August. This will be my next section here, which I've already completed on the hybrid kit. I'll show you in just a second. I'm going to start going top to bottom now so that I can leave this section for last. So let's look at the hybrid one next. Okay, starting at the bottom, because I did those bottom 2 rows first. And then, like I said, gonna save this for last. So then I went ahead and did the top section on this kit. I just finished this a few days ago. I like to do them, like the first row I did 1 square, and then I would go to the next kit and do 1 square, and then I do 1 square, and then I go to the hand charted and do 1. The second row, I just did the whole row, and then the next day immediately started on the hand charted. For this top row, I was fully prepared the second I finished this to go into the hand charted one, but then I decided to pause for just a couple days to do the last row, to finish up a row of Great Escape, and I'll kind of explain that when I pull that kit up. But this has been a really fun project to work on. I like both the hand rendered and the hybrid. Like, finishing this is not making me think, oh, I'm so glad hand charted kits exist, I'm never going to do it again. It has a lot of confetti, but I like confetti. So I'm not, you know, I don't know, my full thoughts will be in the full video for this one, but I'm not disliking it. I'm not getting burnt out as much as I thought doing 2 of the same kit exactly at the same time would burn me out. It's really not. I think at the end of the day, I just really enjoy diamond painting, so I'm not super picky about what I'm diamond painting. I love this artwork, and I think that it's just been so much fun. So I can't wait to get back into this one. This will be the next section that I start. I'm trying to decide if I want to do this section or this row quickly before I like forget, but then I'm also kind of like, I've done that for the first 2 rows. I kind of know what I know what my thoughts are about this kit. I mean, I can also use my eyes to look, like I'm not going to forget that much. If I should do my potion before I start on this section. So I haven't fully decided. I'm leaning towards doing my potion just so that I can finish up August. Well, we'll talk about it. I'm so mixed up all over the place in this video. I apologize. I have a lot of thoughts. They're spilling out. Let's talk about my last whip, then we'll talk about plans for August. Okay, my last whip is right here. Had it ready to go. It's got a big fuzzy on the back though that I have to get off. There we go. This is Great Escape by Larry Jones. I love this kit, you guys. My taste is so random and eclectic. Like, I like the popular artists, but then I'll throw in like a Larry Jones and my heart will be so happy. And this kit is so much fun. Unfortunately, this one is archived. I think Wildflower Butterflies is also archived. But everything else should be available. I'll have every kit that I'm talking about linked down below for you guys. But this is Great Escape by Larry Jones, and I'm having so much fun with this kit. This is my June refresher stash kit, and I really like this one. It definitely did not get worked on in the month of July though, because I was finishing up everything else and working on everything else. So I kind of knew this one was going to take a back seat. But as soon as I'm done with Cozy Reading Nook, I'm going to be working on this guy, and it's going to be fun. I had the first 4 sections done, and then I was thinking about literally not working on this kit at all this month. But then I decided, right when I was getting ready to pull out the hand rendered and do that row, I decided, no, finish this row up for 2 reasons. One, I really like the colors and wanted to work on it. And 2, I submitted this for my Be Happy kit for Natalie, Diet Coke and Diamonds, and Tiffany, Diamonds at Tiffany's Be Happy event that they're throwing. Today's the last day for it, so otherwise I'd say come and join the event. But I had submitted this as my kit for the Be Happy event, and I didn't work on it all month. And I was like, no, you need to work on that kit and be happy. This is the kit that makes me the happiest of probably all my whips right now. It's the blue. It's the blue. And so I went ahead and started working on it again. And so this is also the kit that I mentioned earlier. Like, I'm going to probably work on this section right here tonight. My goal is to get this row done by the end of the month. So I'm hoping to have this section done tonight. We'll have to see if that pans out or not, but that is my goal, is to finish this up. So if there's any more July progress, it will just be this section here. But yeah, I wanted to get that row done for the Be Happy event, and just to get a little bit of work done on this one in July, to make some kind of progress on this kit. So let's talk plans real fast, because it's on my mind and I'm thinking about it. And then we will look at my bingo card, and we'll look at my drill count for the rest of for the year so far. So my plans are, I'm gonna finish out these 2 sections, and then I'm probably gonna do my August potion, and then this project is gonna be my focus for August. I'm hoping to get this done before August ends. It would be really nice to get it done in like 2 to 3 weeks, but I doubt it. I doubt that happens. Thinking realistically, this will probably take me 3 or 4 days. So let's say like 3, 6, 9, but it'll be more than that. It'll be, let's say 12 days. And then this one would probably take me 10 days because this one has far more confetti. So that will probably take me most of the month, right? We're also going on vacation for a few days in August, and I won't be taking this with me. So it will probably take me the rest of the month. I'm going to lock in and try to get these 2 kits done. Then my WIP count, which was at 8 at the beginning of June, will go down to 4 because it's at 6 right now with my 2 finishes. And of those 4, 2 of them are year-long projects. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. So those 2 that then would be my focus would be just Great Escape for the rest of August. See if I can get it finished. And then the other one is Christmas Stories, an MDD kit that I'm going to pull back out at Christmas time. So you're probably wondering, like, what about Underwater? That was my July refresher stash kit. I was supposed to kit it up and start it. I have decided not to work on Underwater this year. I apologize if people were really looking forward to me working on that kit, but I think 1 giant kit a month was just a little unrealistic of me to think I was going to be able to finish. When I planned my refresher stash kits, I did not think I was going to have extra projects like this pressed in place comparison or my buddy painting with Courtney. Like, those are things that I added throughout the year, which I don't regret adding. Or even my year-long magic potions. I don't regret adding that at all. It just made it even more unrealistic to finish 1 giant kit like this a month for refresher stash. And Underwater is this size. It's giant, as it's like almost 100 centimeters. It's big. So I will never finish it in time to get my fall stuff done. And my big goal is to not have a ton of WIPs bringing into the new year. I didn't mind having 8 WIPs until I started inching closer to fall and was like, I just want to work on fall kits. I'm not going to want to do all this stuff. I need to get this stuff finished. So I'm finding a balance of what brings me joy. I like having options, but I also know that at the end of the year, I'm going to want 1 to 2 fall kits and 1 to 2 Christmas kits and not to bring all that into 2027. So I've decided not to do Underwater. I'm also thinking I'm probably not going to do I'm Here for the Food, which was my August refresher stash kit, for the same reasons. I'm not going to get it all done. And I really want September and October to be for like 2 fall kits, and then November and December to be for 2 Christmas kits. So I hope that that's not disappointing people. I feel really guilty because, like, I posted a video of like, these are my plans for the next quarter of diamond painting, but plans change. And Underwater will probably be a next year project because I was very, very excited to work on it. And I'm planning on working on a Mrs. Butterdee for Christmas time to make up for not working on I'm Here for the Food. So those are kind of my plans. My basic, what I'm doing is I got to get these projects finished and focus in, and then I'm going full holiday. So hopefully that's okay with you guys. If not, I really do apologize, but that's just kind of what I need to do to make sure I don't get burnt out on the diamond paintings. So let's look at my bingo card next. I started this at the beginning of the year for fun. I mean, I have it available in my description page if anybody wants to play along. And I already got bingo. Now I'm just kind of doing it for fun to see how many I can get. But straying from my refresher stash challenge means that it's not probably going to get done because I created this card with a lot of those kits in mind. Like a kit that has fish that was underwater. I don't think I finished a kit with a cat in it, and I didn't finish a small one, but hopefully I will still get that one done. I don't think I finished a kit with a sun or a moon in it. Wildflower Butterflies, I mean, has sunshine in it, but not the actual sun. I don't have a ghost one. Oh, but I do have this one because there were iridescents in Magic Arcades, so that one's done. I didn't do a Disney kit. I don't have a pumpkin kit. I don't have a bird kit. There's going to be birds in Great Escape, though. There's chickens in Great Escape. So hopefully I'll get that one done. And then a title with 2 words with the same letter. I don't think that's going to happen. or at least not happening right now. But I've made some progress and I'm doing really good. Which leads me to my last thing to chat with you guys about, which is my drill count for the year. My total drill count. My goal is to meet 1 million drills this year, which I still don't know if that's going to happen. I've never counted my drills before, so this is kind of new. But Wildflower Butterflies had 59,501 drills, and Magic Arcade had 55,795 drills. Adding that to my past total gives me a grand total of 568,625 drills placed this year. That is only counting finished kits, so my WIPS aren't included in that. And I know that that number is really going to be bumped when I get to add a finish in December that I will only work on like 4 days in December and then get to add 100,000 drills to the total for Magic Potions. So I have a good shot at hitting 1 million, but don't count your chickens before they hatch. So we'll have to just see. We'll have to come back and see. It's fun to count the drills, and it is a good goal. And I think I'm going to reward myself if I hit 1 million drills, but I don't know what that reward will be. Let me know down in the comments below, what should my prize or my reward be if I place 1 million drills this year? Because I think it'd be fun to have like a prize attached to that particular goal, because it's a big goal. And I had literally went into the year not having no clue if I could meet it or not. So that is my wrap up of my July diamond painting month in review. Let me know down below, what did you guys finish in the month of July? I love seeing other people's month in reviews if you film YouTube videos. So let me know down below if you have a video up that I can go and see, or anybody can go and see. And if you like this video, please feel free to give it a thumbs up. I just want to mention real fast, I do have all of these shops linked down below, and I'll have all these kits linked down below. So if there's any shop or kit that you would like to see, you should be able to find it in the description box. I am an affiliate for most, if not all, of these companies. So I have like a coupon code too in the description box that you can find if you want to place an order and get a little discount. Absolutely no pressure at all. Really no pressure. I just have them there for you guys. So thank you so much if you do use them. It really means a lot to me. But no pressure at all. Yeah, so do all the YouTube-y things for me. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed watching this month in review. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.